Good evening, I'm Tina Shaw.
And I'm Ben Singer. Thank you for joining us. Today, voters in the Coastal Empire and Low Country took to the polls to make their voices heard on this election day.
We have team coverage tonight from a high-stakes competition for seats on the Public Service Commission and historic local mayoral races.
And we do begin tonight with the races for Public Service Commission, the board that regulates utilities and directly impacts how much we pay for electricity, gas, and other services in Georgia. In District 3, incumbent Fitz Johnson will no longer hold his seat on the commission. Democrat Peter Hubbard took the win with about 62% of the vote. And in District 2, a big upset. Republican incumbent Tim Echols not getting the votes to beat challenger and Savannah native Dr. Alicia Johnson.
Joining us now is winner Dr. Alicia Johnson. We want to first say from all of us here at WSAV, congratulations to you.
Thank you.
Making history tonight. You're the first Black woman to serve on the Georgia Public Service Commission. What's your reaction?
I'm excited and just looking forward to sleeping in the morning.
Been a busy road for sure.
Absolutely.
We're really curious about what you were hearing from voters during this campaign. Tim Echols has been in this office for 15 years. Why were people ready for a change?
In the past 2 to 3 years, we've had a rate hike on our electricity 6 times. And so for a total of 10 times, the All-Republican Public Service Commission, when the families of Georgia have been on the ballot, they voted against them. And so this was an opportunity for people to learn how their power gets regulated, how their bills get decided, and they voted for change.
I just want to ask you about your past. You were the head of Step Up Savannah.
I was.
Yes, absolutely. Taking a step now into politics, what is your feeling or even thoughts on those who supported you and encouraged you to take this leap?
Yes, so I've spent my career, as you guys know, at the intersection of public policy and community development and human services and health. And this was an opportunity to just take that to the next level. I've been supported and from our community, tremendous support across from our elected, the Chatham delegation, as well as statewide. So it's a tremendous opportunity and a wonderful public trust that Chatham County put in me tonight.
So before we let you go, we have to ask you about your hope for rates in the future. We know power companies are hoping to recoup some losses from the storms, and
Yes.
we've got nuclear investment. So how can we curb these hikes?
Well, one of the things that you can be sure of is I am not going to be a rubber stamp. I take this charge very seriously to be a regulator, and I will be working with my running partner, Peter Hubbard, to bring not only transparency but accountability to the Public Service Commission, and it's our goal to bring the public back to the Public Service Commission. So we won't be just rubber stamping any rate hike that comes before us.
All right, Dr. Alicia Johnson, thank you so much, and we wish you well in this new challenge.
Thank you. Thank you for all of your support and for every voter who voted tonight.
And now to some other local races. WSAV's Sarah Smith is joining us live in Bryan County with more on the race for the mayor of Richmond Hill.
Well, Tina and Ben, I'm right outside Love's Seafood here in Bryan County, where just about 2 hours ago, Christy Cox learned that she won the Richmond Hill mayoral election, and it was a historic one at that. She is the first woman to hold the title in the city's history. Now, take a look at some of the video we got earlier of her watch party. You can see just how happy Cox was to be surrounded by her loved ones and supporters when she heard the election results. She won by a little over 1,000 votes, around 70% of the vote. Cox served on Richmond Hill City Council for more than 6 years, including as mayor pro tem. She tells me she's honored to be the first female mayor of Richmond Hill, paving the path for other young women.
This is a momentous event for the history of Richmond Hill, and what I really hope is that while I will be the first mayor of Richmond Hill, I want to do a great job so that people that come behind me and young girls that are looking up to me realize how important it is to be a person of character and integrity, and that we work hard and we do the right things.
Such a large crowd here at Love's Seafood tonight. Now, Cox tells me she's ready to get to work. A priority of hers is managing growth here in Richmond Hill while also keeping the residents' voices in mind. Live in Bryan County, I'm Sarah Smith, WSAV News 3, on your side.
Sarah, thank you. Also in Bryan County, Richmond Hill City Council Post 1 won by Cindy Hatala. She pulled away from her opponent, V. Singleton, with more than 55% of the vote. And for Post 2, we're heading to a runoff. Kevin P. Bowles and Buck Holly came out on top. That runoff is set for December 2nd. In Chatham County, voters deciding whether or not to renew the Special Purpose Local Option Sales Tax, or SPLOST. And that referendum will pass with 61% of the vote. The penny sales tax funds projects all across the county, including road improvements and public safety. A Savannah Area Chamber of Commerce study says more than 42% of SPLOST revenue comes from visitors who live more than 50 miles away.
In Bullitt County, local races have been decided in Statesboro as Mayor Jonathan McCollar and Councilwoman Tangi Johnson secured 4 more years in office. WSAV's Evan Smoke is live at the Bullitt County Annex with the latest results. Evan.
That's right. Voters made their voice heard tonight in Statesboro as both incumbents were able to defeat their opponents by double or more this evening. Two-term Mayor Jonathan McCollar defeated challenger Raymond Harris this evening. McCollar said the race was about people over politics, and he told WSAV he would continue to work on adding affordable housing and bringing more jobs to the area. Despite the easy win tonight, McCollar said the race was anything but.
This has been one of the most difficult races that we've had in our community. It took a toll on our community, but the one thing our community did say is that we do not have time for negativity. We do not have time for division, and we want to continue to stay focused on doing the business of the people of this community.
Besides the 2 Statesboro government races, there was also 2 tax referendums that were passed tonight. One that'll continue a 1-cent sales tax designated for education, as well as an additional sales tax that is a floating local option sales tax that'll start next year. Reporting in Statesboro, Evan Smoke, WSAV News 3, on your side.
Across the river in Port Royal, 2 city council incumbents defended their seats against a newcomer. Daryl Owens and Mary Beth Gray Hayward will both retain their seats. They face challenger Angie Tillman, who came in with 12% of the vote. If we missed the race that you were following, like the race for mayor in Thunderbolt and Bloomingdale, we do have the results for every race on our website, WSAV.com/electionHQ.